15 Things You Should Never Do in India. Everyone dreams of visiting India, but traveling within India can be challenging and overwhelming for first-time visitors. The country has countless religions, languages, traditions, festivals, and cuisines. As you travel to different parts of India, the changing etiquettes and customs can confuse even the local travelers. Here is the list of few things that you should not do in India if you want to have a safe and enjoyable Indian vacation. Number 1. Do not wear shoes while entering a temple. Temples are very sacred for Indians, and it is mandatory that you remove your shoes before entering a temple. There are facilities to store footwear outside most temples, and you can leave your shoes there. If you are worried about getting your feet dirty, carry a pair of socks with you. In fact, many Indian households and shops expect you to take off your footwear before entering the premises. If you see a pile of shoes at the doorstep, it is best that you remove your shoes as well. Number 2. Do not wear tight and revealing clothes. Indians are still very conservative and do not appreciate women wearing tight and revealing clothes. You are expected to be all covered up, even if it is scorching hot. Always carry shawls/stoles with you to protect yourself from prying eyes. Even in temples, you may be required to cover your shoulders, legs, and head. Wearing Indian clothing is a very good option as it is modest, comfortable, weather appropriate, and helps you to blend with the local women. Number 3. Do not display affection in public. The old-fashioned Indians do not appreciate any public display of affection. It's better to keep your affectionate gestures behind closed doors to avoid moral policing and uneasy stares. It may sound unbelievable, but PDA can land you in jail, as there is a law against obscenity in public areas. Number 4. Do not call elders by their names. In India, elders are a respected lot, and it is considered disrespectful to call them by their given names. Even if you don't know a person, you can call them uncle, auntie, bhaiya, didi, the titles usually reserved for family members. If you meet someone who is older than you or holds a position of authority, you should add a G to their name while addressing them. The safest option is to call everyone sir or madam. Number 5. Do not plan a tight schedule. India is massive and well spread out, and it is impossible to see even the major attractions in one visit. Better keep your schedule flexible and do not make your itinerary jam-packed. Hopping from one city to another can be time-consuming, tiring, and strenuous. Trains and buses are often late, and you should keep some buffer in hand for cancellations and rescheduling. Number 6. Do not drink tap water. Tap water is undrinkable all over India, and should be avoided at all costs. It is best to carry bottled water with you at all times. Use only reputed brands like Aquafina, Oxyrich, Kinley, Himalayan, Bisleri, etc., and make sure that they are sealed properly. In restaurants also, it is better to order mineral water. Always ask before ordering drinks like lassi, milkshake, as they might be using water or ice cubes that are unfiltered. Number 7. Do not use your left hand for eating food. The left hand in India is used for cleaning purposes after using the toilet and is therefore considered unclean. So, it is preferred that you use your right hand for refined things like eating food, offering, accepting prasad, devotional offering, in temples, touching God, shaking hands, receiving money. If you need to use both hands, it is perfectly fine to do so. Number 8. Do not point your finger or touch anything with your feet. Another etiquette rule is to never point your finger. This is considered rude. If you must draw attention to someone or something, do so with your whole hand or thumb. Also, touching people or objects, especially books and educational instruments, with your feet is considered really disrespectful. Number 9. Do not be offended by probing questions. Indians are an inquisitive bunch. They will ask questions about your job, income, marriage and family, sometimes even during your first meeting. It's just their way of breaking the ice. So, don't be surprised or offended if someone asks you such questions right off the bat and just play along. Number 10. Do not expect to pay for everything with a credit card. In India, cash is king. Though many upscale shopping complexes, stores, restaurants and hotels have facilities to accept credit cards, there are just as many that don't. Sometimes, debit cards are also not accepted, so in such a situation, cash is your savior. Also, access to an ATM is quite easy in the cities, but less so in small villages and towns. So, make sure to carry an adequate amount of cash at all times. Number 11. Do not expect everyone to speak English. India is culturally and linguistically diverse. There are numerous languages spoken across the country, and the dialects vary from place to place. Although you can get by with English at some of the places, outside the urban centers it's worth learning a few local words and phrases. This will help you make local friends, too, because they will feel you respect their culture. Number 12. Do not think of beef. Eating beef has always been a taboo in the country, as cows are considered sacred by the Hindus. Also, the slaughter of cows is illegal in many parts of India, and has resulted in violent protests as well. While foreign tourists are generally in the clear, it is still highly advisable to check the legality before ordering a beef dish. Number 13. Do not diss cricket. Cricket is religion in India, so insulting it will definitely raise a few eyebrows. Making negative comments about the Indian cricket team won't be appreciated either. The best policy is not to comment, simply enjoy the sport like locals. Number 14. Do not give money to beggars. Never give money to beggars or small children. Most of them are actually a part of a syndicate run by an underground network or thieves and criminals. You might think that you're helping these people by giving them money to help them and their children eat, but sadly, all that money hardly ever goes to them. Number 15. Do not carry flashy things or excess cash in India. It is better that you don't carry jewelry, cameras, cash, and other expensive things when you travel in India. If you are carrying valuables and important documents with you, leave them in the locker of your room instead of carrying them around. While traveling in trains, use chain locks and be vigilant at night, or your bag would vanish while you are sleeping. You will be attracting lots of scammers and thieves if you flash about your valuables.